A bill introduced in the South Dakota Senate would change who can be sentenced to die for a crime. Senate Bill 98 would, in essence, limit the death penalty only to those directly involved in the taking of a life of a first responder or a law enforcement officer. As KELOLAND's Tom Hansen shows us, the man behind the bill knows firsthand the impact the death penalty can have.
I am the first legislator in the history of South Dakota who has personally sentenced a man to death.
For 18 years, State Senator Arthur Rush of Vermilion was referred to as Judge Arthur Rush. He presided over the 14 counties of the 1st Judicial District in South Dakota. It was Rush who looked Donald Moeller in the eye and told him that he would die by lethal injection. Rush says that experience impacts him to this day, and he says it's also hard on jury members. Instead of a complete repeal, this bill leaves the state's death penalty intact for those who have killed a law enforcement officer, a corrections officer, or a firefighter. There are many in the legislature who believe the death penalty is a deterrent. Rush says his experience as a judge tells him otherwise. He points to the case of George Sitz, who was executed for killing 2 law enforcement officers in 1947.
And on the way to the death chamber, and they had an electric chair then, he said, "This is the first time that the cops have helped me escape from prison." And, I think, meaning that many of these people in that situation, they think death is preferable to sitting in prison for the rest of their life. And I'm not sure the state should be accommodating them that way.
Past bills that would limit the death penalty didn't make it very far in the legislature. Senator Troy Heinert signed on to co-sponsor this bill.
In years past, some of the opposition have been from families of victims of people who have been convicted of the death penalty, and I surely understand their concerns.
Heinert says he's not sure how much opposition they will see in this legislature. Meanwhile, Rush, the former judge and prosecutor, says he will continue to try and convince others to see the death penalty from his perspective.
During all those years that I was a prosecutor, I would have said death penalty doesn't bother me at all. But once you really looking it in the face, you really have to question whether that's the way we ought to be going.
Tom Hansen, KELOLAND News.
The bill would also limit the death penalty to the perpetrator of the killing and not an accomplice. Since 2007, 5 people have been executed by lethal injection in South Dakota. Right now, Riley Piper is the only person on death row.
Well,